So we're going to do a pass. First, we're going to see the position, and we're going to look at the knee cut or shin cut, right? So first of all, let's get off some principles, right? So first things first, when I'm passing my opponent's guard, it's almost always easier to go around than through. So the knee cut that we're going to do today is going to go through, and through the middle, down the middle of your opponent's guard. But if I can, I always try to go around first. So I'm always starting to go around. Okay, so I'm always starting with the idea that if I go around the guard, it's obviously going to be easier, right? Make sense, everybody? Okay. But the issue is that when we teach the shin cut or knee cut, an awful lot of time we start here. You see the position on the up. Okay, here like this. And if we start our match like this, that's cool. And very often, if like you've broken away from your opponent, or you've like stripped the grips, or whatever it is you've done, you'll have this position. Okay, we'll have this position here. But more realistically, we want to try and set up the position from like a different guard. So like from when your opponent's established a grip and you've already begun to struggle maybe with his guard. So let's go from like spider here. So he's going to like I'm going to have him take collar sleeve or two sleeves here like this. Okay. So I want to set the shin cut up from here. Obviously, I'm a long way from home. So my priority, if I've let myself go this far, is to return to like a neutral position. So I can't shoot, I can't begin to, you see this a lot, like our knees in here and stuff like this, it's gonna just create more struggles for you. So first things first, we're gonna try to break the spider, okay? So, if I have like free hands, and when my hands aren't making contact, he can bring my hands anywhere he wants. So the first thing I'm gonna do is make a grip, pocket grip on his pants here. And from here, I like to make like a grip either on his hip, here, like with his kimono, or on his pants on his hip, here, like this. Okay? And immediately what you can see is that I can bring my elbow on the inside, and I can like nullify his hook a little bit. Also, that when we have the grips on here, when he goes trying to move my hands around, like, I can kind of control his legs just a little bit too. Okay? So my goal is going to be to break. Okay? I'm going to look to try to break both of his grips. From here, I keep my elbow on the inside, my hip on here like this, and what I'm going to actually do is like walk forwards. And a lot of people get very surprised when I tell them to walk forwards in this position, but once I've got good posture and good balance, when I walk forwards, let's see what starts to happen. So we're going to talk about walk forwards, arms like ropes. Okay? That makes sense to everybody? Alright, so from here, I begin to walk, hips forward, and I'm going to like walk like a duck. Pitch forward here like this. If at this stage we can pass straight away, that's awesome. What we're going to do is we're going to assume a recovery here, okay? So from here, catch, one, make your own grips here like this, or make your grips on the knees, on the pants, sorry, or on the pants. Hips in, good posture, good, you can see I'm pretty much in balance here and he's struggling to maybe sweep me. Hips in, arms and ropes. Look what the hip does from here. What we're going to assume today is that your opponent's going to know he's about to get past, go bump to his elbow and go back to seat. Okay? I should have told the car I was going to do that in advance. So from here, make your grips on the hip, on the inside of the knee, on the leg, wherever is accessible to you. But on the side that he has the spider on your bicep, we're going to make the grip. But you'll always be fighting your posture, you'll always be fighting to kind of keep your balance, keep your base, and make sure he's not off balancing you. And from here then, walk in, walk like a duck, hips in, head up, arms as ropes. Just gotta recover. And now we're ready to pass. Does that make sense to everybody? Let's begin with that, and then we work from there. Let's go 3, 2, 1. So, what I'm trying to get through to you guys is that like passes like happen in chain. Like, one of the things we always say to people is like passing stops when he's passed. So your guard passes have to be chained together and linked together very, very effectively. So for example, if I'm going to do like if I'm going to do this over my toe to the side, the guy recovers, I'll go, okay, I'll take a step back almost to like go again. But we can't do that. We have to like do like a boxing combination. We have to try to combine our passes together. So when he recovers, I'm going to immediately like go from a cut. But we're going to break the cut down into a very small piece, okay? Same again. Throw to the side, try to throw wide, he recovers, and immediately I'm going to take collar and knee like we did in our warm-up. Okay? Now usually what we want to do is we want to cut down this direction if we have the underhook. Okay? That's really possible. But if I cut now, without like putting him off base or off balance, if I cut past to this side, Park's like in pretty good position to play a good half guard here, and possibly maybe even stand up with a single, okay? He's right up his elbow, but it's going to be a very difficult position for me to pass from. So what we're going to do is we're going to go left to go right. So from here, what I mean by that is after he's recovered, I'm going to go left to go right. Everybody see that? So what I'm doing is, I'm stepping, when I step with my left foot, I'm leaving my left here. I'm going to step, I'm going to think about not stepping in between his legs. I'm going to think about stepping over here, but his leg gets in the way. Okay? You can see that that spins his hips down. From here, I can go the other direction. Now I'm in a good position, good strong framing arm here, stop him from sitting up, and we can begin to work on his arm. Okay? Another thing we're going to get you to focus on, I don't want to give you too much to do, but nobody can cut past from here. This is just him grabbing your leg, guaranteed 100% of the time. You must lead with your hands and lead in with a squat. The taller you are, the harder it is, but suck it up. Alright, so from here, I have to do it, so you guys have to do it. So from here, the knees really bent. I want you to kind of focus on his chest, on his sternum. Put your eyeballs like just around on his chest, in between his rib cage. That's going to keep your head down, keep your knees bent, put your head up. So what I want to see you do is approach with this, looking between his feet, because that's going to mean your knees aren't bent. So focus on where just this clavicle is. Squat, look at that. 1, 2. Okay. Sit here, strong frame hand, and begin to take a breath. This is where we're just going to finish, okay? Make sense? Okay, so our full drill. We have hand around bottom recovery as well. Up, throw wide, he recovers. 1. Make sense? Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Imagine. It's a weird phrase to use. Not imagine. What's the term we're looking for? Today we're going to work this scenario. Alright? The imagination part. This really happens. So from here, we're stepping this way, guys. Look, just looking for that. Almost like knocking on his back on his other elbow. And when we go this side, we're going to come over here. We're going to begin here. Okay, we're going to begin to pass. My heel is to my ass, so that he can't like get a bite on my foot. Okay. From here now, we're going to get into a hand fight on this hand, but I'm going to keep this hand really solid and tight, like, because I don't want him sitting up easily on it. If guys, you use the collar, you can use a pocket grip on the shoulder and punch the shoulder. In fact, a lot of people prefer it, but we're using the collar today because that's what we accessed with. Okay, that's what we're doing. And my arm here is straight. I don't want to post into it like lean down. So what I don't want to do is soften that arm at all. So if he gets up with his elbow, you can see that my arm comes up pretty easy. You move the elbow down apart. Body weight's through it. Okay, it's very difficult for him. Just once that arm is through. Just going to try and put him in here. We're going to get into this hand fight. And what I'm looking for is a wrist grip or sleeve grip here underneath, like so. Okay. You can also use the spider grab grip or the pocket grip here on the sleeve. Okay. Either one is fine, as long as it's good and tight grip. We spoke about this on Wednesday night about when you do the wrist grip that he should feel his blood is getting restricted. Okay. So you should feel pretty bad. Okay. We're going to punch, pull, and kick backwards here. Okay. Like so. At this stage, guys, I guarantee your opponent's going to start looking for your back. It's going to start wrapping here. So we're going to go north, south, and median. Okay, over the top. So let's look at. Yeah, we won't go for that thing. We'll just go here now. So left to go right. Left to go right. Straight arm here. When we get back into that half fight, I'll do the pocket grip this time. The important thing here, guys, is that your elbow doesn't go over this way. You're just going to take it back then. You're going to drop the elbow down this way. Kick back. Good north, south. immediately, okay? One more time. All good? Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Power is going to have the knee shield in. So from here, let's turn around this way so the camera can maybe see it a little bit. Once I cut here and go this way, he's going to keep the knee in front. So just don't even bind your legs. Just focus on keeping the knee in front. Let me release your leg. Yep. Here, yeah. So this is probably happening to a few people. The knee staying in front here like this, and they have a problem here right now. Okay, so what I like to do, keep this frame here that I'm sitting up. I'm going to open this collar and change here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to deepen this really, really hard. So I'm going to get it to about as deep as I can. Now I'm going to give you a little small, what would you call it? My vocabulary seems to have left me this evening. I don't know what's going on. No. 3 syllables. Change up, maybe, I don't know. That's not even what I mean to say. But you can also change the grip afterwards. I'll show you that in a second. So you don't always have to get this first, but depending on the situation, if I'm stuck here, if I don't feel he's going to move, I'll do this now. I'll change here and go here, okay? And what I'm going to do to get rid of this knee is I'm actually going to rock him. I'm going to go back the other way. I like the knee on back. Keep your knees up to your chest here. Yeah. See already, or it doesn't like this position very much, I'll just go slack it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to reach and I'm going to make a grip on his tag on his collar. Look where Park's hand is. He's already like struggling with the pressure on his chest and on his belly. So what I'm doing here is my knee is going into the sternum. Okay, kneecap into the sternum. Okay, knee on the belly, essentially like a straight knee on belly. Okay, reaching in with the collar here. And what I'm going to do is now is I'm going to put my elbow on his chest. I'm going to pull him up off the mat while I drop my knee down. Pull him up with the sleeve. So when my hand's in here like this is levering downwards like this, okay? About as hard as I can. Knee connecting to the belly, about as hard as I can. And from here, reef this up again. So we've got all this counter pressure going on. He's going to try and keep his knees up here like this. And he's not going to want to stay here for very long. And now, I can drop and go to the far side again. My really fast. So from here, 1, 2, and he keeps the knee up front. Okay? But find it here. Okay? Or, guys, up, and I do it here now. Okay? Change the grip at that stage. Nice and deep as you can get it. Make life shit for him. We can question his life choices here, his guard choices. And at this stage, it's the pressure that's going to make him pass. So from here, he's got to try and move now. As soon as he's moving, you're ready to go. Drop your elbow to the ground on this side. Feels like you're off balance because you know where to weight on him now, but that's what you want. Okay, you want to be on the mat here. But remember, you know, it's very hard for you to come back to position now by squaring up, so you need to circle around the head. Up to your toes, reef this one off the mat. And pass the north south. All good? Yeah? Nice. This is not going to be nice for your family. No make friends tonight. Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1. The goal of any leg. So the goal of any leg pressure pass like this, I'm just going to go real light here. Just a couple of things. If I keep my shin flat on his belly here like this, Park is pretty comfortable. If I just kick my heel to the ceiling, Park is not comfortable. So it's the difference between sort of having the flat of your shin on the belly versus your kneecap straight down. So almost think about like being like that a little bit more. Okay. Second thing is when you do like pressure pass, so passing like this, slow, 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 quick. So make it slow, make it slow, make it slow, and then when you go to release the pressure, you move faster than they do. And the idea of any pressure pass like this, like even like over-under passing that we did during this week, I think we did with the colorback class. When we do that, what you want to have is a situation where the pass is worse than the pin. So me passing the guard, when I'm in the middle of the pass, he says, do you know what, anything's better than this. Let's release this guard, try to go to the next position. Let's look for a scramble instead of staying here. So there's a lot of guard passes like that, where you're just happy to be passed, and that's what we want from this position, that the pressure is released when we pass. So I'm going to move quickly with this one. So I'm going to make a horrible, horrible pass, and he's going to do the work for me, because what he wants to do is get back to his side and get back into the half guard. So when he's here like this, and we're in this situation here, I'm taking my grip, he's going to try and come out. Look at that, he's done that for me. Does that make sense? That's what he wants all the time. He doesn't want to be square. There's only one other thing that he does want, and I'll go real light and just put my knee back on the mat for this, and that's to maybe, if he's flexible, circle his foot back on the hip here. Once he does that, you can see he's established a pretty good guard. And that's why we're going to connect down here nice and low. That's why we're looking to try and be as low as we possibly can when we're here. Okay? Yes, something's right. Yeah, you can hear, right? I'm saying here on purpose now. And then when he wants to try and hip escape out, when you feel that go, you're gone. Look at that tension in the arm. Pulling it off the mat. You can get that elbow to the mat. It's coming up. Okay? So you've got tension in the mat. And when I'm finishing the pass, that's circling over his head with my chest on top of it. So give me the opportunity to pass it in the position. Alright? Do you want to try that one more time with a little bit of movement from your partner on bottom to feel that position? Yeah? And then we're going to roll in. Yeah? We're good? Let's go. 3, 2, 1.